Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't know if y'all saw the podcast with Michelle and Barack Obama talking. There's a lot of things with that podcast that rubbed me the wrong way. And with that being said, I want to get into this podcast a little bit. And then after that, I want to get out of y'all's way. With that being said, let's get into it. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, please. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's go.
What being a man meant then versus now. What being a man meant then versus now.
I do remember maybe when I was a really young child, other than the idea that guys were strong, they didn't whine, they were tough.
They were expected to go to work
And worked.
and provide and protect.
Yes.
I mean, and I think back about that. I think that when I'm thinking about that as a role model, I remember the fact that here you have a man with his MS, and he's getting up and he's going to work absolutely every day, and he is not complaining. That's another thing.
Shout out to your dad, girl.
Damn right. Shout out to that man. Shout out to that man.
He got up, went to work, didn't complain, protected and provided, and I'm assuming was married, did what he needed to do for the family, even though he had MS. These motherfuckers, shout out to Logical, can't even go to work, and then they gonna say, if my nail broke, I gotta quit.
Lazy.
Shelly's father. I think that's admirable of that man.
Exactly.
Y'all just be quitting like when the wind fucking blows. Remember the big quit? I forget how long ago that happened. The big quit. You know these people out there talking about, I can't find a job, bitch. You should have left the last one you
Exactly. And shout out to Messing with Sean for this, by the way. Shout out to Messing with Sean for this.
Y'all ain't shit, okay? Paul Revere, thank you, honey, said these three were singing, oh my God, it's raining men before they started filming it. Yes. It's raining. Imagine if they were dancing like that before they came on the air. Singing any of these songs. I guess the village people will be that y'all ain't shit. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for acknowledging that those are your views. Views in the chat are 100% my views. Alright, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. Lord help your people and help me through this damn stream. Shout out to Wayne Money, I appreciate you. Police said, black man, don't let Barry get away with this rhetoric. I'm driving. I got words for him. Thank God you driving. We can't tell. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Tap the screen, tap the screen.
Thank you so much. He said, I'm just waiting on the Obama ABCD lawsuit like Tyler Perry. I thought Obama was out here with allegedly Jennifer Aniston. She over here dating some other white man. Yes, it's only the Great Resignation. That's exactly what it was called. It was only like right after 2020 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. After C-19. I remember. Everybody started quitting. What the fuck are y'all doing? Lord help your people. Shout out to Med School. Thank you, honey. Said apparently Barack's voice isn't the only thing that's. Oh my God. Lord help your people. Lord help your people, please. I can't take y'all. Y'all crazy though. Shout out to the chat. Undefeated. Come on, Craig. Oh, that's a bad thing.
And then complain back
But
then.
when you're stoic.
I love that word, stoic. Coach Carver used to use that all the time, stoic. But our dad never complained. He never got up. He had a sense of humor. That was another thing that you learned from guys is that you needed a sense of humor. But one of the most important things that I remember is that you got along. You got along. Period. You got along with the other guys you were with. You got along with your teammates. You got along with your coworkers. Nobody wanted to be considered a jerk.
That is true. Some
That definitely is a long time ago. Everybody's your team.
definitions of manhood I think were made. Right? You don't whine, you don't cry.
No emotion.
You're not a jerk. I do like the thing you brought up though about being a protector, because for some reason that part of it I think appealed to me, and at its best it counterbalanced the idea of being strong, right? Like you're strong.
Welcome.
Not to pick on.
Tap screen, please.
Right, not to dominate others. Instead, it's strength in order to protect. Right? And for me, a lot of being a man was being self-sufficient. Right? The idea of I can handle myself and make my way through the world. And I tell the story. You've heard the story sometimes. Kind of freak out. Fairly early on because I was living in Indonesia. I'd fly up to Hawaii and beach on my own if I was doing my grandparents in the day. And it was cool because the stewardess was there. She would grab you and what you could see, you did a little, if it was Pan Am, they had a little pin with white pin in it.
Yeah.
Give you sort of pop. And so I felt very good. I didn't mind. So I was used to travel pretty far distances as well.
Oh my God, sir. Get to the fucking
Yeah, exactly. Get to the point.
Obama just say he likes to be dominated. No. No. He likes the protector part. All right, I'm moving on because he's long-winded. He about to talk about growing up without a father, what being a man meant then versus now. All right, let's hear parenting then and now.
But there are, the story you tell is the story of probably most people across the country. If, you're a single parent, you don't have somebody at home, a lot of kids are, they have to get up and make their own breakfast, find their way. They're doing that every day because there isn't an alternative.
And figuring out what that balance is.
That's exactly the point. What is the balance? Which is
The balance is not to have kids or make sure that you stay together so you can care for your kids together. That's the balance.
very
Exactly.
different from how we parented our kids, how Kelly is.
Tap screen.
Your younger sons now.
But don't you think part of it was also time specific in the sense that when we were coming up, the idea of kids just being out and having adventures and just getting home in time for dinner, especially
They must be generational.
during the summers. And part of what happened, and maybe it affected boys a little more than girls, I don't know, is that freedom, that sense of being able to build up resilience and a sense of confidence and a sense of I can manage the world around me because the stakes weren't so high. When I think about kids now on the south side, the same neighborhood where you guys grew up, but the chances of possibly being shot, the chances of some terrible thing happening.
I know Obama is not.
Crime ain't down.
Damn Chicago that they got crime going on.
say a good example.
I can only imagine.
One of my favorite shows on Netflix that has become the topic of conversation amongst a lot of people, particularly in Black homes, is this series Forever, which is a...
Oh, Forever. Okay. So first of all, who watches The Chi? I do. Is it a good depiction of Chicago? I don't watch it at all. 2, Forever is the show where 2 young black kids met, fell in love, and then they went to college, and it was a big to do. Which was based off of a novel by a white woman named Judy Blume. I feel like we discussed that very briefly a long time ago. But I'll let them rock.
Beautiful story of young love in a black neighborhood. It is not dramatic, and bad things don't happen. That reflects all of our lives in real ways. And I know you watched some of that. You were well aware of it, but the show has created a lot of conversation in terms of how you raise emotionally intelligent boys and what we get right and what we get wrong.
Wait, that show made them think about raising hold on. I watched that series. Hold on.
I thought that show was about teenage love. What is she talking about?
In terms of how you raise
Tap screen, please. Tap
That's
screen.
not what that show is about. Who saw Forever? Who saw Forever? Hold on. That is not what that show is about. What the fuck is going on? This is amazing. Netflix. Or our series. Images. This is Forever. This is Judy Blume writes books. Come on, Generation X. Judy Blume writes books for females. She writes books for women, for young girls. This is based off of, I forget the name of the book, right? From when I was young, because I read all of Judy Blume's books. And they adapted it into making a black version. Okay, a lot of you dudes probably didn't see this because it's a young love story. And it is about these 2 right here. Oh, sorry, it opened itself up. Hold on, where I'm at. These 2 right here. He is on the well-to-do side. She is on the not-so-well-to-do side. And she has some shit happen to her on the internet. But these 2 fell in love. They knew each other when they were younger, came back together, fell in love, and had to work through all their issues in order to be together. It was a series on Netflix. It was not specific to boys at all. It's about young fucking black love.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was.
Where she get that from?
I don't even see how Shelley even got that.
Like, we didn't see her and watch this movie. Just making shit up. Shut up, I'm like, thank you so much. She said to Barack and Michelle really get divorced. Allegedly, now. They discussed it briefly at the top of this beginning of this thing. I'm going through with the indexes because I can't. They're too long with it for me. It's just a rumor because they said because they don't be shown together too much anymore or something like that, child. But they said they're not getting divorced. Does anybody really care? Jennifer Aniston over there dating some white man from last I saw. This is amazing. Thank you, Ron. Shout out to Wayne Monday. Appreciate you. He said Barry the Bottom needs to take his European ish back to South Africa. Last time I checked, 2 males can't create a child. Oh my God. Who did they rent them? Oh my God. Shout out to Craig, the tech guy. Thank you, man. Long time no see. He said Obama's correct. We need more butt. Y'all ain't shit. Thank you, Craig, though. I can't. Miss A.D. appreciate you. She said I was H-O-R-N-D-Y or 90Y. Corey reading that book and liking all the books by her. Judy Blume made books for girls, for young girls. So for her to change this shit, talk about it's about boys, it's half damn crazy. It's bullshit. I'm telling y'all. Just change shit.
Tap the screen, please. Tap the screen, please.
This is bullshit.
And I know you watched some of that. Barack, you were well aware of it, but, you know, the show has created generated a lot of conversation in terms of how do you raise emotionally intelligent boys and what we get right and what we get wrong, not just among boys, but kids in general.
We watched it as a family. We watched the whole series as a family and enjoyed it a lot. It was really fun to hear the boys talk about, oh, you guys could have done that, or you guys could have done that. That was eye-opening as a parent,
Yeah.
you know, because
They're evaluating.
they're evaluating our parenting, or they're evaluating their own.
That's crazy.
But this brings me back to Emma. Emma's trying to raise these boys, and so she's trying to be somewhere between forever and then the other show that people were talking about, Adolescence, which I haven't watched yet, it gets into.
Now, let me say this about the show Adolescence. The show Adolescence is supposed to be about a kid with mental health issues. So, where they gonna take it to is something that makes no sense whatsoever. Let's go.
Sort of the misogyny that young boys are exposed to.
And the online,
The manosphere.
they're getting their.
Hold on. Who are you talking about now? Hold on.
How did the manosphere get into this?
Emma's trying to raise these boys, and so she's trying to be somewhere between forever and then the other show that people are talking about, Adolescence, which I haven't watched yet.
What the fuck is adolescence? Hold on. Y'all know about that? Adolescence, Netflix. What in the world is this shit, y'all? Y'all better start paying attention. Watch Adolescence at Netflix official. Crimes number one on Netflix is most popular list as some Stranger Things. Child is so cute. Raising boys, what adolescence Netflix reveals happen. Who's watching this? Anybody? You? Is anybody watching this? Let me see if it gives us any information on it. Alright, I don't have to watch this post. Adolescence earns 13 Emmy nominations, including a nod for Owen Cooper. The show about a teenager suspected of deleting a schoolmate won 3 Gotham television awards last month and was a hot topic in weeks after it was released. Wow, what a great movie. Adolescence, the hit Netflix series turned water cooler talker about Jamie Miller. Alright, that's this little boy, Owen Cooper, here on the left. A teenage boy was accused of deleting a girl from school, received 13 nominations on Tuesday, including one of the best known series. Senior Graham, who played the team's father, Eddie, received a nod, blah, blah, blah. Somebody else received it. The show was released in March and resonated with audiences. It quickly became the most watched show on Netflix in countries. Adolescence and its themes inspired so much chatter that it reignited discussion in Britain on whether the government should restrict children's access to smartphones. Major question in the series concerns the extent
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
misogynistic ideas online.
So and that's why they try and blame the manosphere, because it's a show about misogyny. That is stupid. That is so stupid.
So little Jamie here, whatever his name is, Owen Jamie, whatever his name is, potentially possibly as a young kid, deleted a girl, and now they want to sit up here and say that it's because of MSG. Woo! I wonder if they talk about parenting since it's so young. Like going along with the the smartphone, because you know nobody monitors their phone, their kids' phone. But no, all of a sudden it's the manosphere, like Fred was saying, the MSGs, the red pills. Woo! I tell you, just like forever is about how to raise boys, whatever she said, which is so not true. Wow. I cannot. Ms. A.B., appreciate you. She said it showed what jerks kids are these days. We already know after kids. You already know that's what we got to say. They not raising their kids.
Talk about it, brother. We stripped them for seeing masculinity, but not corn. They got a point. Tap the screen, please.
And you wonder why Donald Trump and the Republicans are in charge? I'm just a little confused as to why that's such a question still. Child, they can keep on, because all it's going to do is make sure that J.D. Vance becomes president when the time comes. I know nothing about this movie. I'm going to have to watch it, unfortunately. Prime Minister Keir Starmer told the House of Commons that he had watched it with his two children and that action had to be taken to address the fatal consequences of young men and boys viewing harmful content on the internet. Are you fucking kidding me? With all these horns on OF? You got Addie Wuzunika out here talking about, I'm going to retire from being a whore.
How in the world you gonna retire from whoredom?
Okay.
Like, really?
Oh my God.
You don't retire. Either you are a whore or you quit being one. The hell's we talking about?
Anything to make y'all look bad, child. Good luck to y'all. Pressy Dusty Mustard, child. I don't even know what else to say at this point. This is ridiculous damn list.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
Totally. Fuck the parents. They're optional, child. Don't even worry about them. They mean nothing. Wow. Oh my God.
And I got another clip for y'all. Hold on. Got another clip for y'all from that horrible interview. Here we go.
So what do we say to the Amazon world? How do we sort of start thinking as a society about helping mothers raise sons, because they're doing it alone and we're being told that we don't have what it takes to give boys all of what they need?
Well, I think you start hinting at it.
Simple. I'll tell you how you solve that problem. Have a child with a man that you know is going to stay there. AKA, marry before you carry. The end.
And somebody who was
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
and not perfectly, but that unconditional love as a start is the right. I do think, though, thinking about raising boys in the same way you're thinking about raising daughters, which is how do you make good, responsible people who know how to function and know how to understand themselves well enough that they can navigate this really complicated world. And
I'm with him so far. Shout out to Ms. AP. Thank you much. She said the women ran them away. Hashtag, I don't want a man, I don't need a man. I don't want a man, I don't need a man. You know they're not going to mention that.
No, they
I
ain't.
don't want to mention the horns on it all, but, I digress, child. Shout out to y'all. If y'all didn't hit the like button, hit the like button.
setting high expectations. So there are a lot of these things that apply to boys and girls. I do think that there are some particular issues with boys that as a society we're not addressing. I do think as a society we have to create more structures for boys.
My man gets pretty dirty from work and his skin suffers from breakouts and oiliness. So when I saw Tish Hanley's newest flight club
For boys and men to have guidance, rituals, frameworks, encouragement, to be able to meet a wide range of role models so that whatever their inclinations, they can see a path to success that isn't just.
What the fuck is he saying, Bueller? I'm having my head fixing right now. What in the hell is this man saying right now? Get to the fucking point.
Being told that we don't have what it takes to give boys all of what they need.
Well, I think you start hinting at it.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the
Somebody
screen.
who was raised by a single mom, and not perfectly, but that unconditional love as a start is the right.
Barry, the way I remember that you told us, you said your grandparents raised you, not your mother. So which one is it? Were you raised by a single mom Or were you raised by your grandparents? Which one is it, Barry?
He has no anything negative to say about his own mother.
Do you think, though, thinking about raising boys in the same way you're thinking about raising daughters, which is how do you make them good, responsible people
Yeah, yeah,
who know how to function and know how to
yeah.
understand themselves well enough
Yeah.
that they can navigate this really complicated world?
Yeah,
And
get them some damn counseling. Go.
Exactly.
setting high expectations. So there are a lot of these things that apply to boys and girls. I do think that there are some particular issues with boys that,
Okay, so let's split it on out now.
as a society, we're not addressing.
Okay.
I do think, as a society, we have to create more structures for boys.
More structures for boys, okay? Y'all need more structure in case y'all didn't know.
And men to have
And men,
guidance, rituals,
rituals,
frameworks,
okay?
encouragement,
Encouragement.
to be able to meet a wide range of role models so that whatever their inclinations, they can see a path to success that isn't just sports or money.
So sports, so they can find a path that's not just sports or money. What?
What else are we talking about? Tap screen, tap screen, tap screen.
Shout out to Mr. Too Fresh. I appreciate you. He said, remember the Democrats are spending $20 million to study boys and men. They started now with this podcast. Who's out here talking?
This makes no
To
sense.
appeal to women. Not me, though, because this is ridiculous.
Welcome, tap the screen, tap the screen.
And so that's on all of us together. What I would say to Emma would be,
It is not a moment.
in your community, even if you have a wonderful male partner who's in the house, I think it still would be good to find assets in the community, people in the community, friends.
Masses in the community.
What?
So Emma needs to find somebody else, even if there's already a man in her child's life.
That makes no sense. Tap screen, tap
Even if you
screen.
have a wonderful male partner who's in
Even if you have a wonderful male partner, I guess we get into it. Why is he stuttering so much?
the house, I think it still would be good to find assets in the community,
Masses.
people in the community, friends in your community, places of worship, community organizations, what have you, where there are a bunch of men who can be sort of elders to boys.
If you already have a good man in your life, why do you need another man?
Yeah, why do you need another one?
He didn't even get to the ABCD part because he's scared to say it if you ask me. I'm trying to understand if we're married and we in this house together, if we have one boy and one girl, why the fuck would I need a man from
Exactly.
outside the house when I got a whole man in the fucking house to come
Exactly.
and see shit?
Thank you.
You know when you see other males, when you go to school, when you go to daycare,
Yep.
when you're in a sport,
Yep.
I don't need to be bringing nobody else in here. What kind of shit is that? He over here stuttering like a mug, too. Sir, because you know this is bullshit. I
Exactly.
don't care what nobody's saying. He know this shit is bullshit.
Exactly.
He just trying to appeal to ABCD? Is that what it is?
And so they're not just looking at one particular role model, but many of them. One of the things when Michelle and I first started dating, and I go over to your guys' house, one of the things I loved was just, seeing all your uncles and your cousins. And there were a bunch of different kinds of men. There were men that were kind of soft-spoken, and there were men that were loud, and there were men who were engineers, and then there were men who were
Police officer.
police officers, or they drove, right. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy, one dad.
What?
You can't believe it.
What? This makes no sense.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor, and
I hate y'all. Oh my fucking goodness gracious, Lord in heaven. What is going on
How we go
in
from
this fucking world right now, y'all?
How we go from male role models to a gay professor? That makes no sense. Let's continue. This makes no sense.
What scene of print method has such traction, such...
Yeah. Colors, Negroes, black people. What is wrong with these people? He just said you have a whole. The beginning of the conversation is you got a single mother, you ain't got no man. That's a problem. Fine, Barack. You're right. Fine. All these boys need help. All these boys need help. No one seems to want to mention any of the parents, right? None of the parents. All right, fine. No parents. Now you're saying if you got a good man at home, he needs to see other men. Why?
Why?
When
Exactly, why?
He needs to see other women. It's only he needs to see other men. Why don't he need to see other women? Or why don't the daughters need to see other women?
Exactly.
Y'all are really going. Hold on. Colors, y'all are really allowing these motherfuckers to say this shit. Y'all ain't got shit to say. Y'all really sitting up here. The community, the community of colors already got enough issues, child, okay? Plenty of fucking issues. Plenty of issues with a fucking family. Plenty of issues with single motherism. Plenty of issues with money, with wealth, with every fucking thing.
Talk about it.
Now, you got these niggas up here trying to talk about, even if you got a good man.
Again, shout out to Messy Michonne on YouTube.
If you got a son, you need to go get another one specifically to be fucking gay.
What? That makes no sense.
A man, a woman, married or even if they're just together, should go get a third person to come into the fucking house so that they can be gay, so they can be better for the fucking boy. That's what this nigga just said.
It makes no sense.
Are you out of your fucking mind? I don't wish a motherfucker would have ever said that shit to me. Fuck you. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. I fucked you, you fucked me, we got pregnant, but we should bring somebody the fuck else up in here because they're fucking gay? We don't need to know no fucking gay people for no boys or girls. And he's saying this with a straight fucking stuttering ass face? He know this shit don't make no sense. That's why he's stuttering all over the fucking place. This man know how to talk. He's allegedly one of the most articulate people that has ever fucking spoken. He fucking over here stuttering like a motherfucker like Joe, like Jay just said. Cause you know that shit is bullshit. And you Collins ain't got shit to say about this. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying.
Tap screen, tap screen.
Because it's fucking Obama and Michelle and Craig. Like, we don't have enough shit going on all fucking right, and you gonna let them come in and make shit even harder than it already the fuck is, cause you know motherfuckers will listen to these motherfuckers just because these motherfuckers said it. You won't listen to someone when they say, and yeah, I'm talking about bitches. You won't listen to somebody when they say, you know, you probably shouldn't be a single mother, you know, you probably shouldn't have more kids, you know, it's probably gonna make life harder on you, you know, it probably is gonna end up where you're gonna be, you know, less poor. Now you got a president, it don't matter that it's Donald fucking Trump. Now you got a president that say shit gonna change. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers for the longest time, child, don't depend on the fucking government, cause child, they can take that shit away from you just as easily as they fucking gave it to you. So help me understand what the fuck it is you're gonna depend on somebody. You always wanna depend on somebody, not understanding that they can always take that fucking rug from up underneath your punk ass, and then where you gonna be, because like Logical said earlier, y'all don't wanna listen to nobody in Generation motherfucking X. where they
Sure
say
don't.
plan A, B, C, D,
They sure
and
don't.
sometimes fucking E. No, you just think that you gonna fucking whine and cry and then go listen to these motherfuckers. Just imagine having your own fucking life and home, and some bitch is gonna go and say, honey, because we have a son, but Brack and Shelly said we need to bring a gay in here. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking a string down anyway.
I will sit there and look at that motherfucker like it crazy.
Transfers is definitely filling up.
Fucking word today. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking a string down anyway. Now we gotta bring a gay in, even though we didn't need him to get pregnant. We don't need one now because we need the help. Do your children not go out into the world? Do your children not participate in sports? Do your children not go to school? Do your
Talk
children
about
not
it.
go to daycare? Do your
Talk
children
about
not go
it.
to a playground? Do your
Tap the
children
screen,
not
tap
go
the
to
screen, tap the
fucking
screen.
McDonald's 'cause
Tap
I
the
know
screen,
you
tap the screen, tap the
with that
screen.
bullshit. So you're trying to tell me that kids, boys, let me rephrase. You're trying to tell me that boys never see another man in their life. Never, never, never. And then on top of it, you ain't got shit to say about the girls. You better not anymore. But you ain't got shit to say about the girls. They up here becoming whores, single mothers. But your problem, of course, is that you gotta make sure that men, and I'm gonna just say colors. Shout out to everybody who's here.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, please. Tap the screen, tap the screen.
In case something happens later on, like what? Because they might say that they're gay. I'm sure that like every other gay person, I ain't saying it's easy. I don't know I'm not gay, okay? But I'm sure there are resources since there's so much ABCD, LGBT all over the motherfucking place, and they're in tune with each other. Y'all know what this shit is. There's a whole neighborhood right in Philadelphia that you can go and find someone that you can commiserate with, talk to, and get whatever resources that you fucking need. I don't need a man in our house to tell us shit about motherfuckers.
Facts.
How you gonna bring an outsider into your fucking life? You bitches
Tap the
don't
screen,
even
tap the screen, tap the screen. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
But I'm sure y'all will listen to this shit. Everybody should be outraged at this shit. All colors should be outraged at this, but you won't be just because it's Barack and Michelle. And they are not fucking God, and they sound like complete and utter idiots. I said that. I meant that. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't understand. I understand that it's an attack on masculinity.
It is.
I know that. But the rest of this shit.
Been an attack on
The fact that
masculinity.
people are just allowing it and they're not like saying anything about it. They're not calling it out. They're just letting it be what it is. They just letting it be what it is. So let's fuck these kids up even more. Let's just encourage them. Let's just make sure that they get exposed to ABCDism. Because that's basically what I'm hearing. Oh, they need to be exposed to ABCDism. Child, if they go to church and they got a pastor, child, that's another man right there. They got deacons, that's another man right there. Why you gotta be pointing out ABCDism? Why is it a requirement to point out ABCDism? And why is it that colors are supporting ABCDism so fucking much? And then you'll turn around and complain, bitches, that all the men are gay. All the men are gay. There's no men because all the men are gay. Oh, because when they don't want your punk ass, now all of a sudden they ABCD. How the fuck y'all keep getting pregnant if everybody is fucking gay?
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
I don't acknowledge this
Tap the
bullshit.
screen,
I
tap the
don't.
screen, tap the
I don't
screen.
acknowledge this bullshit. Fuck off and fuck y'all. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying? You could never say anything about what the fuck. If you ain't paying the bills up in this motherfucker, and you didn't participate in any of the grunting that went into making any of these kids, then I'm gonna need you to shut the entire fuck up and go get your own fucking kids and do what the fuck you gotta do. Because man, none of us need nobody in here, especially when you have two fucking parents. So y'all gonna go up here and advise that girl, and she got a whole ass man in the house, to bring in a fucking ABCD, because that's gonna help the boy. And the girl is just perfect, right? I can't stand these people. I promise you I cannot stand these people. This is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Stuttering all over creation. One dad. How many dads does one need? We only need
All you need is one dad.
What the fuck do we need two thereafter? You only need one to create the
It's
fucking
weird.
one woman, one man,
One woman, one man. That's all you
Why you
need.
not saying needing another woman? You see that, right? How come you don't need another woman? Perfect. Because bitch,
This whole thing is weird.
Hey, Speed Frienders, this is Gerald Ryan here. Just wanted to show you guys how to replace a rubber top on your aluminum pallets. Now, some of us have...
Get another woman. Perfect. Because bitches are perfect. Shout out to me.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy. One dad. No matter how good the dad is.
You can't
Like, you can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad. One of the most valuable.
Somebody
What?
may need to give a kid a perspective on his dad. How is this alleged intelligent person saying this shit? You're saying that a minor child needs an outside man to come and talk to him about his own father that's in the fucking house. Where on God's green earth does that make sense?
It makes no sense.
Where on God's green earth does that make sense?
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
About his father. No. If y'all don't see that these motherfuckers are fucking up the community more than what the fuck it is, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I got nothing else to say. If you don't see that these motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck what their title used to be, are sitting up here just fucking up the community more with this stupid ass conversation.
Yep.
All three of them. And you agree with them, you're fucked up too.
Yeah, you
None
are.
of this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
Sure hell don't.
This is so stupid.
No matter how good the dad is.
You can't
Like, he can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
So the straight man, this is now what I'm hearing. I gotta keep hearing it over and over again. So the straight man can't give everything to his son. So you gotta bring an ABCD in to help his son understand his straight father. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Okay? That's what he just said.
One dad. No matter how good the dad is. Like, he can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad. One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college. At a time when only gay folks still weren't everybody. Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or whatever, they have somebody that they can go, yeah, I'm not blowing this. Right? So
Why they keep talking about gayness, 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 gayness?
Shut this shit down.
They keep talking about gay this, gay that.
Oh my God.
It's not.
Where are we living right now? Where are we living right now?
I just don't get it.
I also had a great teacher when I was in high school.
I just don't get why the gay agenda is being pushed so hard. Not everything out here has to be LGBTQ, whatever.
He was a white man. He was not gay. I did not need him to come home to my stepfather to say anything. I just needed him to be the wonderful teacher that he was so that I would stay interested in that class. And he helped me through. And he helped me with writing better. And I just enjoyed being there for no other reason than I just loved the class. And I cared about him from that perspective. He didn't need to come home. So if I was ABCD, I would have just talked to my friends. And even though it wasn't an out thing like that, we knew who was ABCD. And then they kind of commiserate together. They group themselves together because back then, everybody kind of grouped themselves together. I'm assuming that's what they still do now. Black people typically hung out with each other. White people typically hung out with each other. Basketball players typically hung out with each other. Football players typically hung out with each other. It kind of works like that, much like the movie Mean Girls shows and says. The weirdos hung out with one another. The troublemakers hung out with one another. So trust me, they would have found their tribe, and they didn't need a whole ass man to come in to disrupt their family life in order, just in case. So you're playing on a just in case the child is ABCD.
So that, I think, is creating that community. I know it's corny, but that's what they need.
And we talk a lot about what we had with our mother and father, right? And, you know, a lot of times, but we really did have a big community of people in our lives. I mean, that, we don't talk a lot about that on this show. We allude to it, but Greg and I, we grew up in a huge community of extended aunts and uncles and...
So I guess the rest of us don't have aunts and uncles. Anybody have aunts and uncles, Bueller? So I guess the rest of us don't have cousins, second aunts, grandmothers, extended uncles, people who were married into the family. So none of us have that, right, Bueller? Any of y'all have that? Because I'm a little confused as to what the fuck they saying right now. I'm a little confused on what the fuck it is that they saying right now. And once your kids start to go to
I have no idea what
they're
it's
gonna
saying.
create a community because they're gonna have fucking friends. And then you will get attached to them if you are participatory parent anyway. Then you'll get to know those kids and their parents, and then you all create that community once they start going to school.
Exactly.
Participatory things. But I guess that's just because that's not the way that they did it, then everyone else is doing it wrong. So everyone now has to conform and bring in an ABCD into their lives. Any of you gentlemen going for that, Bueller? Even if you don't have a son. Any gentlemen, are y'all going for that? Does this make sense to y'all, Bueller?
I don't even have kids and I wouldn't
Yeah,
go
like they're the
for
only ones that had a fucking family. These motherfuckers. Child.
cousins and all types of male role models, which help.
I'm sorry, did y'all not have any cousins? Did y'all not have any male role models, Bueller? Did y'all not have any? So she basically trying to say, I don't know.
I literally do not get this.
You think Rolly Roll and Brittany and Clown L is talking about this, saying that ain't right, you shouldn't be talking about this, we don't need nobody.
Nah, they
coming
co-signed the
on us and telling us
bullshit.
nothing. You think that they over here talking about it, or are they like, oh yeah, that's good, Obama, oh yeah, Shelley, yeah, Craig. They're probably over here co-signing that bullshit, allegedly, because I don't know. I'm not co-signing this bullshit. This is complete and utter bullshit. And the last thing that the community needs is more shit coming on to the inside of the fucking home, especially if it happens to be an intact fucking family, to make it any more disruptive than it quite
Exactly.
possibly could already be. So now the answer to boys, mind you, only boys, because the gals, they gonna be fine, yeah. The galleys, they gonna be fine. Child, I'm about to eat. This thing is making me want to eat. So they're gonna be fine. It's only boys that need ABCD role models. Is it just me that's hearing that? Only.
And this is captivity from the pits of hell.
The girls don't need them. They're gonna be fine, child. So you're not trying to allegedly turn girls ABCD. You're trying to turn boys ABCD. Nobody sees that. Nobody hears that.
That just placed his order for the green iPhone 11 Pro Max in excellent condition. So this means that she would break.
Nobody hears that. Is it just me? Is it just me? Oh my God, Lord in heaven, I can't take this. Anyway, I don't even know where I'm at. Let me just let this stupid shit finish.
And broadening out and filling in where our mother and father were limited.
So for
Can I also say that these two motherfuckers don't even have sons, so why the fuck do they even have anything to say about it, Bueller? They don't even have sons. What the fuck are they talking about this for? Hello? Hello? Is it just me? I know it's me. Child, I know it's me. CIP, I appreciate you. He said he's compensating for the baby mama-driven matriarchy, preparing us for the destructive future they cause, and making it worse, clearly. I mean, I'm just getting to it, obviously, because it's been some days, but is anyone outraged by this, y'all? Do you know that anybody is outraged? Let me know. I'll look for it, because they're just going along with this shit. It's the Obamas. It's you don't know. Is that what they're doing? feel like covering anything else because I'm just exhausted. I'm just thoroughly fucking exhausted. Oh, so nobody's got a thing to say. It's the Obamas. It's okay. They can say what they want. You don't know. So basically, that's it. I would agree. No one on the left is outraged. Nobody gives a fuck. Logical, I know, right, but I mean, like, the pros, where they at? The regular speculars that's always telling somebody else what the fuck they need to do, but they ain't got shit to say about this, and they just going along with it? I mean, we can understand we're rolling with his issues, child. We appreciate you. He said, thank you, people are speaking up. Oh, you mean content creators? I gotta see what Anton said. And BCP, because, child, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Nicole said, yes, there was some reaction. I want to say O'Shea did a video on the backlash, but I'm not 100% sure. I gotta find out and see, because I can't.
Tap screen, please. Tap screen. And this is Corey Hogan's reaction.
My brother, Jamie Foxx was up here in Foxhole. He was talking, and he said, yeah, y'all, this is like push, get this man elected. And I said, he part of that.
He calling out Jamie Foxx, because I was wondering if Foxhole is Jamie Foxx's thing, which I'm assuming that he must be, since that's why he's talking about him. I'll let y'all let me know. So he's saying that Jamie Foxx is a part of it. But you saw what just happened to Jamie Foxx when he came out of it. What do y'all think that's about? This is too much. This is too much. We got to move on. I can't do this.
I know some people are very white, and I'm sitting up there in Hollywood. And I'm not saying nothing bad about our brothers, but I know they push their own kind in a way that's obvious. I've seen people making Hollywood move, and when I see moving them around, I think, yep, there it is right there. Hollywood, you are a crooked industry for not letting us brothers, the birds and assholes, move forward. The music business is not fair because it doesn't want us brothers with birds and assholes to move forward in the game. It ain't just Hollywood LA. It's Hollywood Atlanta. And anywhere else, especially Black Hollywood. Especially Black Hollywood. They was taught by their father, their God, Kabu, who could be in charge. But it's time for y'all to stop hiding in the shadows and come on out and let the world know. We in charge of everything that has to do with entertainment, and if you ain't trying to get new back and throw it back, your dreams will fade as you attempt to go forward. But it never happens because you ain't with the shit. Now am I saying everybody who moves forward is with the shit? No, you get an opportunity sometimes when you get a movie or two. But for you to
Tap screen.
game is foul because we are missing out on a lot of entertainers that the world should see. And the people y'all push forward, knowing that you got to hold their weight after Hollywood leaves them alone because they're not the real deal. I watch old movies, I watch some of the acting, and there was a time when you had to be a standout actor. We'll talk about that. But now, you don't even have to be a standout actor.
Child, he ain't lying there. Who is a standout actor? Tyler Perry with another fucking movie on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, or Paramount or something. Another movie. It's a Medea movie. I thought he left that shit alone.
Another Medea movie?
I was just thinking this, Chris Cheesy. I was just thinking that, child. God Williams somewhere sipping his tea still. God Williams still somewhere sipping his damn tea, child. I can't take it. Richard May appreciate you. He said Jerry Jones was comparing Blackman Prince live on Instagram to Jamie Foxx, his nickname in Hollywood. with a Cowboys training camp size and all. Okay. Wow. I don't know nothing about that, but I don't doubt you, child. I don't doubt you. Thank you so much. With the shits, it's diabolical. It really is, because I believe it. Not because I'm hearing it from Corey. I'm just talking about all this stuff in the industry and stuff, and yet we, black people, want to continue to try to get into all those places, like the rap music. Like, come on now, rap music, music period, Hollywood, all that life and stuff, because I guess that's considered fast money. And everybody thinking they're going to be the people at the top. And even with basketball, child, when I was watching basketball, child, with Magic Johnson, even though he's out there sleeping with everybody, but when the Lakers had him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and that team,
Okay, there we
they
go.
weren't coming into
We back.
into the arena with purses, flowery shit on. None of the Celtics is doing that either.
Hell no.
Now they walk around
No.
here looking like this. Something I should be wearing. Or a person I'm like, oh, Joe, where you get that from? Not really, but I'm just saying. That's what they be doing now. That's crazy. LeBron at the top of that list. I'm just saying. I don't mean he's not a good I don't mean he's not a good basketball player, but child, that's looking crazy to me. It's been looking crazy. Dwayne Wade, the way he's looking now. Dwayne Wade, what the fuck is wrong with you? So just say that one of my kids is ABCD. If I had a son, if I had a daughter, well, I have a daughter, and one of them decided to be ABCD and think that they were male. So does that mean I gotta transform into a male because my daughter is now ABCD? So you gotta do what the kid did? Tell me.
This sounds so effed up on every level.
She was homeless. Who knew that she was right? Allegedly. Shout out to Mexico with another 20. I appreciate you. He said Foxhole is... Okay, I gotta be careful. Foxhole is Jamie's production company. And the name of his talk show on Sirius. Also, how was her musical called out Jamie Foxx based on the name Foxhole? Howard told Jamie just to come all the way out instead of Hinton. I can see it, child. I can see it. I didn't know he was on Sirius. I have to look him up. But child, who is he talking to? That any of us really care about at this point. Thank you for the information. I appreciate you. Kofa said street dudes be taking advantage of these young dudes too. Absolutely, without question. But that's what I say, like, we know some of these things, we know plenty of these things, and then still follow through and continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, knowing that the alleged result is still going to be the damn same. A la student loans. Child, that's a whole different live stream. Or however Trent says it. Thank you so much. She said my late husband was a comedian. Started free law school. And we heard these types of stories about ABCD Black Hollywood 20 years ago. Way before
Yep.
Cat said it. They just tried to silence everybody that knew about it. Rest in peace to MC. Wow. Thank you so much, and thank you for the information, group. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. I'm pretty sure that's about it. Two seconds.
That Gloria is willing to allow you here because they're going to use you up and put you back out here in the streets with us after they're done with you. Nobody says this. I'm saying it. I was inspired after watching Barack Obama talk and not tell what it really is. You told him you wanted to stay tired of politics. You're not even in the politics game like that anymore. Tell the truth. You like what you like, and that's the reason you were allowed to be president of the United States of America. Yeah, that's what I guess that's like.
So he did it to become president. So he's saying he did it just to become president. Let me get this picture, child. Wow. They looking at each other like, you know, I know, you know, we know, we did that. Like Beavis and Butthead, you know, you know. Like Beavis and Butthead, you know, you know. Allegedly, Heroic, allegedly.
Who the fuck is that?
What in the
Tap screen, tap screen.
Luigi, who is that? Is that the teacher?
What the fuck this motherfucker about? Fuck Super Mario. What? Why? Anyway. Yeah, that thing was blocking. Hold on, I just realized that thing was blocking the chat, man. Shit. Ain't that say Corey? Selfies or the Corey got that blue guy doing your hand in your Hey, y'all ain't shit. I don't care what you let it go ride your ass.
I'll ride you. All right, that's enough of that. Shut up. Lord, help your people. All right, I don't know who came to that. Yeah, I got to read this article that Pup Shop sent to me, child, about Obama's transgender.
Okay, we're done here.
Living in fear in Indonesia, child.